Happy 1st December, or whatever you're supposed to say, I'm not sure. Before this video starts, I want to say a huge thank you to Numbskull Designs for sending me this awesome Christmas shirt. It's fantastic. If you want one exactly like this one, you can make sure to go into their website and, well, get one for yourself. They have a lot of variety of their clothes and other merchandise. I would make sure to check them out for real. But today it's 1st December and we're going to start off our advent calendar, which is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for this. I hope we will manage to do this. I will do my best. I actually have probably going to get my driver's license this month and also have a lot of school, so I'm not sure that I will be able to do this, but I will try. So we're starting off this early Christmas with speaking of who Mr. Freeze is. But before this video starts, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment something down below, and share it with a friend. Also, make sure to join our Discord and follow my private Instagram. Let's go! Victor Fries, aka Mr. Freeze, was created by Bob Kane, Paul Dini, Bruce Timm, and Sheldon Moldoff. 4 people came up with this character, and they still couldn't find a more creative name than Victor Fries to the alter ego of Mr. Freeze. Yeah, quite embarrassing. Pre-crisis. In his first appearance, his name was actually not Mr. Freeze, but Mr. Zero. He was a scientist with an unknown name who suffered from an accident which led to him having to live in environments with the temperature below 0. Therefore, he was named Mr. Zero. He created a suit to make his condition stable. The crimes he mostly committed was stealing diamonds, because diamonds helped his suit to remain in a very cold temperature. He's reinforced with an ice cannon as his main gadget. Post-crisis. As you probably understood, this isn't really a complex character to begin with, but when post-crisis happens, we actually get to see the character taking a bit step further in becoming the deep character that he is today, and he also takes a bit of a further step later on in the New 52s. But we will start with post-crisis. The origin is kind of the same. It's still the classic thing where, well, he becomes Mr. Freeze. He gets frozen, or he suffers an accident and he becomes a very cold person. Only change here is that since childhood, Victor had a fixation with cryonic preservation, so he began freezing animals. His parents thought this was a quite disturbing hobby, so they sent him to a strict boarding school, which made him feel attached to all of humanity. In post-crisis, there is also a new character that is introduced, which kind of creates this whole depth surrounding Mr. Freeze. It's kind of the character that makes Mr. Freeze one of the most interesting characters in Gotham. Nora Fries was introduced, the key to the depth of Mr. Freeze. They got married in college, but 1.5 years into Batman's existence, Nora suffered from a fatal illness. Freeze then tried to preserve Nora in a suspended animation until a cure can be found. Unfortunately for Victor Fries, his boss hired a mob to kind of steal the technology there. So unfortunately a bomb goes off and Nora dies in this scenario. Freeze suffers this, accident and becomes Mr. Freeze, and Batman is also taking place on this event. So Mr. Freeze gets his suit and kind of gets very mad in a way, because his wife just got killed, and when this happens he swears to get revenge on the people that murdered his wife, and therefore he gets kind of a problem with Batman, because Batman was there during the event, so in his mind Batman was one of the persons who killed his wife. Then we're moving to New 52, and this is kind of where the final piece to the depth of Mr. Freeze comes in, and it also turns out a bit freaky. Let me explain. In this reality / timeline, Nora isn't dead to begin with, and she's neither Victor's wife, or even knows Victor. Her name was Nora Fields. Oh my god, they're so lazy with all these names. She was born in 1934. She had a special heart condition or a disease, so her family froze her down in hope that a cure would be found in the future. Victor then takes this assignment when he's working for Wayne Enterprises. He's trying to find a cure, okay? After time working with Nora, or well, she's frozen down, so he doesn't work with her, but he works on her. Oh no, wait. Yeah, he works with her. And after time, Fries gets in love with her. Victor starts catching feelings for this frozen girl. I know it sounds really weird, but that's how it is, okay? Bruce Wayne then starts thinking that this obsession that Victor has with Nora is unhealthy and quite weird, so he orders the assignment or operation to shut down. This was not something Victor really liked, so he throws a chair at Bruce Wayne, which he obviously dodges because, you know, he's Batman. This is also causing him to smash into an array of psionic chemical tanks, which makes him turn into Mr. Freeze. A cool thing to know is that it's Mr. Freeze's technique that the Court of Owls uses in the New 52 to kind of create their talents, which also, you know, it really brings in some continuity to it all, and I just like that detail. As you hear, there are plenty of adaptations to the character of Mr. Freeze. He always is the same character more or less, but they go with different adaptations of his origin story, which is quite interesting. In the latest timeline, which is Rebirth, Nora even got resurrected by Lex Luthor and become Mrs. Freeze, and they became a crime couple. What makes Mr. Freeze such an interesting character is not that he's a walking popsicle. It's the fact that he's not a bad guy in a way. He doesn't have some crime agenda, which I personally love with my villains. He tries to do something good. It results with him making a lot of bad mistakes. Take Gotham for example. When his wife gets this disease, he tried to freeze her down so he can cure her by murdering a lot of people. In my experience, that's the most loved version of Mr. Freeze, where he tries to save his wife because it gives him a certain depth. Because he isn't really a villain, he's just a person who does a lot of bad things because he's in love and because he tries to do something good. It just ends up in a bad result. And that, my friends, is Mr. Freeze. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and kind of like how this turned out. You know, it became quite different from how we usually do these videos. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, a comment down below, and a subscription for some extra love. My name is The Bat, and this has been Who is Mr. Freeze. I'll see you all tomorrow with the second video. It will be, you know, 24 episodes. But thank you. Bye.